Hi, guys, and welcome to today's reading on what Spirit has in store for you in the next 30 days. So, we're going to look at some of the energies that are coming in for you, and we have four piles to select from. Pile 1, Cut the Cords of Doubt, Rainbow Moonstone. Group 2, Nourish the Sacred Feminine, Blue Lace Agate. Group 3, One Step is All You Need, Blue Kyanite. And Group 4, What's Your Honest Truth, Crazy Lace Agate. So go ahead and select a pile, and I will see you in your reading. Okay, Group 1 with this Rainbow Moonstone. Let's get into what Spirit has in store for you the next 30 days. So, cut the cords of doubt. Just beginning this reading right here, it's like I feel like my nerves are a little bit like, I don't know. I just feel a bit nervous about this reading. So I feel like, it kind of ties into this doubt card and cutting the cords. It's like wanting to step forward but just not being sure. It's like, am I ready to do this? Am I not? Like, um, and then I'm seeing here, invite help, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. And it has the hands here in prayer. And, so what's coming up for you in the next 30 days? Like, I'm really picking up on the right help coming in for you. The right healing coming in for you, the right teacher coming in for you. And I'm picking that up with this Thoth Divine Masculine card that's here, along with I feel like there's other cards. Like, I'm just gonna I'll explain it, but I'm just seeing this person coming in to help you, to help you move forward. And this is definitely brought in by somebody. This is definitely brought in by Spirit, somebody who is going to help you let go of doubt, have a more inner sense of knowing and serenity in how to move forward, right? And so when I was shuffling the cards and pulling cards out, the first song that I got for this was an old Seal song from, the Space Jam soundtrack. I want to fly like an eagle into the sea. I want to fly like an eagle and let that spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. And so that's what I'm seeing here too, is like this, I'm seeing this as almost as an airplane that is ascending, right? And then that feeling of turbulence, I think that was that anxiety and that nervousness that I felt in my stomach as well. It's like that feeling of turbulence when the plane is like, has its nose coming up and it's just ascending and moving upwards. And there's just a lot of wisdom, a lot of teachings coming in with this divine masculine teacher, because when somebody that you're gonna really, really look up to, because with Thoth, it's like, it's a Greek, the Greeks, the Egyptians, really looked up to this. I guess it was a god to them almost, or the god of wisdom, of science, this is astronomy, of just like this, just like deeper, higher knowing, this deeper, higher wisdom, and things like that. And so another thing that I heard too with this Page of Wands is like, and this divine masculine is things like, being pushed forward, moving forward, and all these things, like anything that you've had in the back burner, anything that you've had like simmering on low is going to start to overflow and to really start to cook and to go on boil. And it's going to feel like you have many things cooking at the same time. So, you're really being it's really a matter of like trusting your instincts, and then also receiving some type of training. I'm seeing with this dog and the moon card, some type of training, some type of schooling, some type of education, some type of learning from this person that's coming in to guide you when you finally surrender and say to spirit, like, hey, like, I'm ready to move forward, I'm ready to let go of fear, I'm ready to, and it's really like, and I feel like what they're gonna really be showing you is like this merging. I'm seeing this merging with the Star of Venus card of the masculine. Oh my God, no, it's not even that. Maybe you're gonna come to this person and you're gonna think that you know what you need and what you're looking for. Because there's gonna be this sense of confusion that this person is gonna help you eliminate, right? Like with the Seven of Cups being in reverse, it's like this sense of confusion, thinking that you know what you want, and then poof, like it just happened in my mind right there. Because I was going to say this Star of Venus is really about like the combination, the merging of the masculine and feminine, into this oneness, right? And the same way here that we see the divine masculine and deep knowing, which to me represents, the divine feminine, and these two coming together, because this is a very powerful masculine. And even here, she offers the sacred wine, so drink. So this is about receiving. So it's like bringing together these two energies, right? And I'm feeling the same thing here with this card. If you take a look at it, it's like bringing in this and bringing in that to this one. So I'm just feeling like allowance. Let's see what this says. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So again, this is existence is feminine, expansion I'm feeling as masculine. So it's like this moving between the two. It's this moving between the two, and it's like doubt is going to be eliminated from whatever it is that you've had. But it's like this resistance has to be given up. And I'm seeing that also too with this Nine of Wands in reverse. It's like I just feel like I'm making peace with the past. Connect with your ancestors. Making peace with the past. There's some type of healing, I feel like, with this masculine and this feminine. And I feel like the healing is really more so with the masculine is what I'm getting. Maybe some of you have already healed your feminine, and it's like now it's like this healing of the masculine. And so that now you can move in and out between these two energies. And so anyways, I feel like I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but the idea is that there's somebody that is going to come in that is going to be an example for you, that you can take some type of training, so to speak, that's going to help you evolve. It's an opportunity, a new pathway for you to walk through, and it's going to be an offering from spirit, coming from you inviting help on some level, whether it was intentional, unintentional, subconscious, or otherwise, to continue to elevate you, and to move you forward, and to really bring certain things into fruition, and to really like get things going, get things started. Because the song I heard also for this Page of Wands was Gangster's Paradise. Like, it's going on in the kitchen, but I don't know what's cooking. So it's like the feeling I'm getting with this is like when you're in your masculine, you're doing what you got to do. It's like your feminine is receiving information. You don't know what's cooking. And that's beneath the surface is what I'm getting with this moon card. It's like, again, and I'm getting these two types of energies, and they're working together, they're working synergistically. It's like, well, while one is, it's like I'm seeing it as, passing the baton in a relay race. So like one, or those races, not races, it's like an obstacle course. Say it's an obstacle course, because a relay is like you're running and everyone's sort of running the same distance or whatever, but I'm seeing it more like an obstacle course where you have different people on your team. like a masculine and say a feminine on your team, and they have different skills and they have certain strengths. And so you'll have one person doing a particular job on that team, and then passing, and then they get theirs done, and then they pass the baton to the feminine, and then the feminine does her part and then passes it back to the masculine to go. And then like it's like this back and forth, and it's like they're really working synergistically to maximize, I want to say the efficiency, just maximize, and it's like this full alignment. It's just a maximization, like I keep saying that, and it's really, really, really powerful. So anyway, that is your reading. The next 30 days, like Spirit's really trying to bring in some help for you, some guidance for you, someone that you can emulate, that you can learn from, a man. And it's like, I don't want to say, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but it's a man that, like, because I'm looking at the Thoth card too, and I see him wearing eyeshadow, which is considered like, a more feminine type of thing, right? And he has his beard, but he's still wearing it. And it's like, I'm just getting this feeling of like, this male is going to be very healed, like his masculine energy or whatever. It's this masculine energy that's very healed. Not afraid to be vulnerable, not afraid, like, isn't driven by its ego, has a loving and gentle nature. It's just like this ultimate divine masculine energy that is going to come in. And there's just so much love surrounding it. So, it's just definitely going to help you, pile one. Let go of doubt. I feel like maybe there's some sort of doubts, or there's some like things with your own masculine energy that is sort of holding you back, that is keeping you in a state of confusion, that is like, oh, should I stop? Should I go? Whereas now it's like you're in that race, you're in that relay race, and it's like, boom, I just see you as like, you got the baton, and you got that from the feminine aspect of yourself. Now you're taking that baton and you're running with it. Like there's no, just purely on instincts, purely on knowing, and trusting, and and it's like, boom, you're gonna start and then there's also the elements of like strategizing, planning, discipline, all those things. It's like gonna be like, okay, structure, order, go, and it's gonna be very aligned and very like streamlined. That's the word. That's the word. And so she offers the sacred wine, so drink. And I have the 5. Yeah, so this is some type of offering, and it's like something that it's like, yeah, Spirit is definitely offering this to you. And with the 5, I'm getting this sense of conflict. It's like you're being offered something to drink, and and maybe there is some feminine. You know what I just got? When someone offers you a drink at a bar or like something like that, and like they say like, you shouldn't just like take drinks like that if it's not coming from the bartender, because someone could have slipped something in your drink. What I'm getting with this, she offers a sacred wine, so drink. It's like, you see how right there I just had some doubt to like drinking this drink, because it's like, is it safe to drink? Should I be drinking this? And it's like, and so with this 5, I'm getting this like feeling of discomfort, conflict, like uncertainty, confusion, doubt, and it's like, and it's like indecisiveness. I think that's the word. It's causing indecisiveness. So, but Spirit is saying, drink of it, drink of it. It isn't, and so like, that's where I'm also getting like this healing of, it's like, sometimes I wonder, it's like off, kind of on the same topic, because this is like maybe, like a healing of the feminine as well, because, that sort of fear, and like maybe not having the protection of your own masculine or the masculines in your life, I don't know how to explain this. Is like they go together. They really go together, and it's like I feel like once some of your masculine your inner masculine heals, it can protect your inner feminine. It knows how to protect its inner feminine as well, and so she's able to flourish and to do her job a bit better. And I'm talking about not in partnerships. I'm talking about within your own self as well. Um, yeah, so anyhow, so that's what's coming in for you in the next 30 days. That's what spirit has in store for you from what I see in the spread here. So good luck, guys, and give me a like if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. Take care. See you guys soon. Bye. Group 2 with this blue lace agate. Welcome to your reading on what spirit has in store for you the next 30 days. So I like the feeling of this spread. There's something very peaceful and relaxing about it. Nourish the sacred feminine, child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So this is like a reminder that you don't have to work so hard. So what spirit's really trying to bring in for you, to answer the question of what I'm getting, is like this sense of faith, in yourself, in the spirit, and also like a stronger independence about yourself. Like you're gonna feel more. Okay. As you become more. As you let. Okay. Here. How do I put this? Because it's like there's multiple ways I think I could put this. Is as you give up your resistance. Here we have gang Sarah. I'll say Sarah. I don't know why I want to say Sarah instead of Sarah. That's my name too. Anyways, resistance. So it's like as you're letting go of resistance, as you aren't trying to do so much. Like see how here she has all these hands trying to juggle. As you're not trying to force things to be a certain way. As you're letting go and realizing that you don't have to put in so much effort all the time, as you're going wild like this full moon in Leo card. It's like you're just letting things happen. You're just letting things go wild, letting things grow naturally, letting things develop naturally. I'm just getting this feeling of like getting your hands out of the pot. Like what's that saying of like there's too many cooks in the kitchen ruins a meal, or something like that, or and I think what I'm getting here from spirit, that's what spirit's trying to bring in for you, is this sense of like power, sovereignty, independence that comes from releasing attachments and like deferring to the spirit, and being like, okay, it is what it is, and the reason why I say it's independence is it's like it's growing from this, having this dependence and this faith, like in spirit with the star card, right? Letting go of this inner strife. Here we have strife, here we have the star. So there's this inner strife, this overthinking, this, mental clutter, if things aren't working out, if things aren't coming in the way that, perhaps you had anticipated, or if things are, it's not working out, like this is a card of fulfillment. If things are like, it's just not working out, like it's like affects you very deeply. And then I could just see in the past where it's like this resistance could have been put up against it. And when I say resistance, I mean like this desire to like want to take action here with this number 22 is like this master builder number of this masculine of like, oh, let me fix this, let me do this, let me change this, let me, it's this of like, no, I'm just going to let it be. It's going to sort itself out. It's going to balance itself out. I'm going to know when to do. I'm not going to, it's like you're not going to be acting on reactions. So it's like spirit's bringing in this. Here we have solitude, independence, peace, vegans, and I'm just getting this like this light, compassionate, loving energy, this peaceful energy, this relaxed energy that just allows things to fall into place. Just really allows things to fall into place and to allow like nature to take its course, destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. I just see this like letting things play out till the end. Um, Letting things play out till the end, letting things happen as they do, and then spirit is like bringing in this like emotional, spiritual. It feels like a maturity that's coming in. This rebalance. Like here we have the two of pentacles in reverse, and it's like this. It's like I don't know. I just heard like finding the love in the turbulence. You know, like it's like there's turbulence, but it's like you're just going to be gliding through it and being like, okay, okay. And it's like waiting until the end to like come to a conclusion about it and then keeping the faith, you know? Letting the wind, and here I just got like letting the wind blow. It sounds so weird. But like letting things blow over, letting things happen on their own. So that's really what I'm picking up with what Spirit's bringing in for you. It's like this, it's like almost like an emotional and spiritual healing. It feels like this peacefulness, this serenity. It's almost like also a lesson learned about like, when you are creating, when you are manifesting, you have to let go of this resistance. And sometimes, and things can like come in and have this compassion and this love. And it's like things can come in more smoothly because it's going to allow you to be more independent and less attached. Because the more attached you are to things, I feel like, the harder it is to manifest because you're just way too attached. It's like this feeling of having to let go, of having to be independent and not be so fixated on an outcome, and then you end up resisting, and that resistance comes from taking too much action. It's like that person who has anxiety or is worried that things aren't going to pan out, things aren't going to come in, and it's like, no, now you're overdoing it. You put way too much spices in the meal. It's like, oh, it's not going to have enough of this. It's going to be bland. It's going to be bland. Let me add more of this. Let me add more of that. And then like it comes out like not even tasting good, or not how Spirit wanted, when it's like, sometimes it's like, this is just a more simplistic thing. Oh, I just heard something like ever so faintly. It was so faint. What was it? Is like what's meant for you isn't going to come in through like hardships. Well, not hardships, I don't mean it like that. It's like it's gonna come in a way where it's not like you're messing with the recipe. It's like I keep bringing it back to food for some reason, but it's like there's already a recipe, and I'm not saying you have to do things like other people, as in like following in their footsteps, but it's like Spirit already has a plan, already has like a recipe for this meal that you're gonna create. And like you're just supposed to follow the recipe, and you're gonna be told what it is. You don't gotta overdo it. You don't gotta. It's almost like sometimes overdoing it is what like ruins it. Anything in excess is overdoing it, and I'm just really tying this over effort having to do, because I'm seeing this with resistance, effort, and resistance, and all these hands, right? And like I'm just taking it as this, too much effort for is creating. It's like driven by this inner strife, this inner restlessness is causing effort, and then it's causing resistance. And so it's like, maybe Spirit's gonna shake things up for you. He's gonna be like, okay, you know what, we're gonna have to get you to practice compassion for yourself, for other things, for other people, letting things just, let it be a toss up, let it land where it lands, and see how it works out that way, Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. But this is really a card about faith, right? And like having faith really, really strengthens your sense of power, your sense of independence, your sense of like not becoming too attached to things, people, places, things, right? And so with nourishing the sacred feminine, the intelligence of the universe lies within you is like it's just really like I'm just seeing this as just like just being a really strong center, a really strong pillar, and then you coming back to this compassion, to this love. Even just the colors here is like it's just very healing. Um, it's just very healing. So that's what I'm seeing coming in for you for the next 30 days is like, perhaps things not working out, things that, you feel like, oh, this is not how I expected it, having to let go of some of the resistance, the attachments, maybe things just kind of going up in the air. And, again, like this could be releasing what wasn't working, clearing out space for new things to emerge. With the spirit of air, it's like I could feel like this air just coming in and just like blowing things away or waiting for things to blow over and just like, being like being centered throughout this and not overdoing it. Um, and just finding your peace in it. And I think it's just really gonna help you. This is really gonna help you, not just strengthen your faith, but it's like gonna unlock more wisdom within you. Because it's like the wisdom is within you, the answers are within you. You're always going to know the right time to act, but you don't want to be driven by fear. You want to be driven by love. You want to be driven by spirit. You want to be driven by your intuition and things like that. You don't want to be driven by trying to control an outcome. You don't want to be driven by like an attachment to an outcome. Like you don't want to build on that. I feel like that would be like shaky foundation. And so maybe now, like spirit wants to take out these things that were built on like a shaky foundation so that now you can build something that is long lasting, everlasting, more so. So the things that are being destroyed, the things that are being removed were things that like were never going to fulfill you anyways. They were just things that were probably keeping you anxious and to keep, it's like you got to keep. It's like that. I just like the hamster that runs in that wheel. It's like you're just gonna keep running and running and running and chasing and chasing and chasing without ever actually attaining that fulfillment. So just know that and just continue to have faith, right? Throughout this time. So that is your reading group 2 on what spirit has in store for you for the next 30 days. I hope it was helpful for you. Please consider giving this video a like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Take care, guys. Bye. Welcome group 3 with this blue kyanite on what spirit has in store for you in the next 30 days. So here is your reading. So it's just a lot of big changes, it seems like. So with this Phoenix Rising card, I'm getting the sense that this group had like it's like right now you're on your come up. It feels like from like it's the time for the Phoenix to rise, right? It's like you've endured that dark night of the soul. You've went through the betrayals. Here we have Aunt Nancy betrayal. You've went through the betrayals. You've went through the hardships. You've went through the struggles. You've went through the transformation. And it's like now with this release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. It's like now I'm really feeling this shedding. And it's like shedding those last elements. Like I just saw a snake like shedding its skin. And like, I mean, I don't know the science of it, but the way I'm envisioning it is like it takes time for like, the skin to shed, right? And eventually like the snake crawls out and comes out of and then leaves that skin behind, like the shedded skin behind, right? And it's like you're at that moment where, you've been like forming new skin, and now you're at that time where you're completely shedding it altogether, right? It's like, is it the crab or the lobster, or I forget what sea animal, where when they outgrow their shell they move into another shell or something like that. It's like that type of thing where it's like now you've outgrown it, now you're moving, and it's like that time when you're really, really gonna see and manifest with You Are Magic the results of this transformation that's taken place, right? And a big part of it has to do, and it's made you so much stronger. Here we have the number 8, the phoenix rising. A lot of sun, a lot of fire energy here with the sun, with Ra, with lust. This is the strength card. So Leo, I'm getting Leo off this card too. The Emperor, Aries, another fire sign, the Phoenix, more fire, right? So, I'm getting that, you've really uncovered and become, share your gift, okay? That's really what the message of this is like, it's time, like whatever gift that you've uncovered, that you've been working on, that you've been strengthening, that you have a passion for with lust, right? So with lust, it's like passion, it's this drive. So that's what spirit's bringing in right now. It's like this come up, this complete come up, this transformation, this shedding that's going to happen in the next 30 days. And it's going to be very, very powerful, very, very bold, and very, very uplifting for you. And it's going to feel like you really closed the chapter finally on whatever it was that, you're coming out of, right? And it's like, now's the time with this Emperor in reverse. It's like, and share this gift. It's time to get to work. It's time to get to work, and to really start manifesting whatever it was that this gift is for you, that you have to offer the world, right? So it's just, and the main message here also from spirit as well is, one step is all you need to move forward. To me, I'm seeing this as like the fast forward button. And it's like all you got to focus is this, like one step at a time, one step walking in your truth, one step standing firm in your light, one step speaking your truth, being in your truth. And then eventually, like, that will keep building up. It's not about the big picture anymore. It's about taking the steps, right? Because here with prudence in reverse, it's like this card is the oh my god, the eight of pentacles in the Rider-Waite, which is very detail oriented. And again, it's another 8, so it's another strength. It's more strength that I'm seeing or feeling with this as well. But it's like it's about paying more attention to not even the big picture. It's just about the small details, the small things that you can do each and every single day. And it's like you're going to be driven, you're going to be driven with your heart, by what you love, what you're passionate about, pleasure. We have the card of pleasure here as well. It's like you're going to be just in harmony. I could see you being in harmony. And also another thing too, here we have the lover, I don't know how to pronounce this, but lovers, erotica, sensuality, right? And so because there is so much creative and fire energy here as well, and this lust card, it's like, this is the passion. It's like, I'm thinking of the orange. I'm seeing a lot of orange here with the sun as well, as like this drive that is going to come over you, that is going to push you forward. But I think also too is like, it's the sacral chakra. So it's also like sexuality as well. So, in the next 30 days, there may be some sort of like offers, from the opposites, like from, same sex, opposite sex, whatever your gender of preference is, but, something just of a sexual nature, something that's like, or maybe you're just going to feel more, I guess I'll just say the word horny. Like, I don't want to use that word. But I mean, it's just more passion, for life, right? Just more happiness. And here we see it with the sun here as well. So that's what spirit's bringing in. It's like the sunlight after the dawn. It's like the dark nights are over, and now it's like the sun has risen again. Like, that's what I'm feeling like. and there's going to be other people involved in this, because this sun card has another, usually the sun just has one, when it's the inner child, it usually just has the one child. But this one, it's like there's a playmate as well, right? So it's like this sense of connection. I feel like you're going to feel that's also coming in the next 30 days, is a sense of connection to your inner child, your inner spirit. Believing, this belief in the manifestation, belief in your capabilities and what you can do. And then just knowing that because you're also connected to spirit, but it's also like helps you to connect to others as well. Just connected to your creativity, great awakening, walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? You know? Yeah, I just feel like this ties into the Soul Radiance card. It's like you've been on this. I feel like it's been a long time. It's been a long time for some of you guys. It's been a long time coming. I'm seeing, just some hard lessons, some difficult times, the difficult cycles that you were closing out. A lot of introspection with these mountains. I'm getting like the Hermit. Just really, really dark nights, and it's like you finally like. I just feel like this is past and now you're rising, like I said earlier, and it's like, man, you've uncovered some really, really amazing things, and I just feel like this passion and this zest for life that's really, really just coming in. It's just this creative energy, this feminine energy, this loving energy, this loving energy. Definitely as well. And like this boss energy too. It's a combination of like all the elements. I feel like it's a combination of all these different elements, and I just feel like, okay, like the time is now. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. You know? Yeah. I just there's definitely going to be some type of relationship or love offer, or maybe it's, I don't know, maybe for some of you you've experienced some type of betrayal in relationships, and it's like now, and maybe you thought like, oh, like I'm when we're getting over somebody or a difficult situation, we may think, oh, well, I'm never going to get over this person, or oh, I'm never going to fall in love with, I'm never going to meet anyone again, um or anything like that. I'm not going to feel that same way again. And I think, in this time, you know, at the very least, you're going to encounter people that you're going to find yourself very attracted towards, and it's just going to like, I mean, even if nothing materializes from it, it's just going to give you this feeling of like, it's just going to ignite you in some sort of way. It's just so much change is going to come in, It's just your whole vibe, your whole energy is going to be so different. And I think it's like you're really going to be stepping into just this boldness. Here we have resilient, bold, sassy, and it's like you're really being set up, like this difficult time that you've went through as well. It's like as you're really trying to manifest this next phase of your life, and really trying to bring your gifts to the surface, and really trying to like implement whatever project or plan or business or whatever it is that's in your heart to do. It's like you're going to have this resiliency with doing it, It's like you're not going to give up. You're going to want to keep pushing forward. And it's like now you've already awakened. You've awakened. Like you cannot go back. All you can do is move forward, right? All you can do is live in your truth. This is like, speak your truth, live your truth, express your truth, and then be completely in harmony with yourself about it, right? And then as you find that harmony within yourself, it's like you can find that with someone else as well. But the biggest thing that is really gonna come in is this big desire, this big push that spirit is going to be assisting you in, to share your gift little by little, one day at a time, in whatever way that you can. And that's all you need to do, to get things started, right? And to get things moving, to get things going, Just focus on what small detail can you do today, right? And just be open and be ready to embrace these new changes. I mean, it's very exciting. Yeah, and I just did that deep exhale, or and I just got this feeling like some of you guys have been, it's almost like you've been holding your breath, for this long amount of time. It's like this, and it's like now you can finally breathe. You can finally, like, I've just heard like you've been waiting to exhale, and now it's like you're so much stronger. It's like you ran a marathon. Like, that's what I'm feeling. It's like, when you're running, it's like you ran such a long distance, and it's like now you can finally, like, breathe. You can finally, um, and like sometimes when you're working out, or like, I don't know why I'm getting this example of working out. It's like you feel weak even though you're getting stronger. Like, that's the type of energy that I was that I'm getting from, like, that difficult time, right? That whatever you experience, it's like it's making you stronger, but you feel like you're getting weaker. It's like working out, it's like lifting weights. It's like you feel like, oh my god, like, I'm so weak, I can't do this. But it's like it's quite the opposite. It's making you stronger. Your muscles are tearing, and then they're repairing to just bring about, like, a stronger body and a stronger mind. And it's like now you're going to be able to move with more ease. You're just going to be able to move with more ease just because of this, like, this fire. um yeah. So just a lot of changes, because it's like you've undergone these difficult lessons, and you've shown that you're, like, solid, like, you're ready. And so yeah, like, now it's just like you're just gonna, I just get like a really badass, a really, like, boss type of vibe, but it's like a lover and a fighter. It's like I'm a lover and a fighter, like, or people say, oh, I'm not a lover, I'm a fighter, or I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. But I feel like you're a fighter, you're a lover, like you're all of the above. But anyway, so that's what spirit's bringing in. It's like this new, it's just like new passion, time to, like, it's like your gifts starting to manifest, new passion with, like, whatever sex that you're interested in. um, and that's also going to couple with, like, the passion toward whatever project, business, whatever it is, manifestation that is going to, come in through this purpose, or whatever it is that you're driven to do. And it's just a confirmation that there's no turning back. And you're going to find playmates as well, and you're going to just be happy. You're going to be like, like, your inner child, like, set free. It's like the sun's come out, you can go out and play. It's like, I just heard Summertime When the Living is Easy. That song by, is it Billie Holiday? Yeah. It's like the living is easy. It's just the summertime now for you guys, and that's what's coming in. So yeah, so that's really exciting. Lots of energy, passion, change, excitement, and it's literally coming in time for, like, the summer, literally. If you guys are reading, watching this while it's I'm gonna post it. So, because in a month from now is literally the summer. So anyhow, that is your reading, group 3. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. All the best luck to you guys. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Take care, guys. Bye. Group 4 with the crazy Lace Agate, welcome to your reading on what Spirit has in store for you in the next 30 days. So this is sort of like an uncovering. I feel like a veil is going to be removed, and it's okay, so there's some healing that's going to take place, and that healing is with this ancestral healing card. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. So there's definitely a lot of healing. We have regeneration, rebirth, drink tea, prioritize self care and love. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so with this healing aspect is just, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, and it's healing. A big part of what is being healed, I believe, is it's it's the stuff that's gotten passed down to you through the generations, right? Because here I'm getting a strong maternal vibe as well with the seven sisters and creativity and the number three. Also with the child within that is also being healed. So I'm getting a strong mothering vibe. So, part of this healing requires for you to remother yourself, to tend to your inner child, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. Show yourself love, show yourself compassion, really be able to sit and be present with your inner child or whatever comes up for you, to be healed, and to be really honest about it with this, what's your honest truth? To be honest about it, to be gentle with yourself, to be loving towards yourself, to have compassion for yourself. When I say that, I mean like the same way you would treat a child that, you really care for, that you really love, that you just really hold. I mean, and I'm not talking about all children and any children, because I mean, like, sometimes there's kids that, we don't extend the same level of care and compassion towards. Like, I hate to say it like that. That sounds kind of bad, but it's like a child that you really see so much potential in and really love. Like, think of a child or some, yeah, like that type of energy that you're accepting of, you're not judgmental of. They can screw up many times, and you'll always be there to support them. It's like you understand. It's like that understanding of it's like that unconditional love. That's what I'm talking about, unconditional love. You're going to learn to, that you're going to learn to unconditionally love yourself in spirit. Spirit's going to really bring that in for your inner child, right? And so that's where I was getting the feminine or the mothering. So like there's the aspect of reparenting yourself, and then there's the aspect of healing, and really taking a look and examining and letting go of, just certain patterns, thought patterns with this Knight of Air, certain thought patterns and with this Knight of Air and what's your honest truth, like I'm getting like automatic beliefs, automatic thoughts, like pre-programmed scripts, things that just come in really, really quickly, thoughts, it's just the programming, right? And with regeneration, rebirth, it's like, well, what are you going to be letting go of? What old ideas, what old thoughts, what old stories, old just patterns, things that are like passed along like family lines that you want to get rid of. And I feel like with spirit, it's like he's really trying to call in this like presentness, with drink tea, and with staying present and drinking tea. Like I'm just getting this sense over here with this this pot and like steeping tea, just allowing it to sit, allowing it to like marinate in a way, or steep. And I just feel like spirit, you being present and really sitting and steeping and marinating, it's going to, with, okay, how do I say this, with, because it all ties in together with being able to be present, for the feelings that come up, that inner child that comes up that needs that remothering, that reparenting, being able to sit with these thoughts and these ideas and these patterns and these beliefs or whatever that come in so quickly for you. Things where you're able to sit in it and you're able to meditate on it. You're able to be present with it. It's going to bring in healing. It's going to just bring in healing for you. It's going to allow it to be really shed and released in order to create space for something else to come in afterwards. And what that something, see here, and this is a confirmation with the Eight of Cups, is like, you're walking away from all this that we spoke of, like all the baggage of the past. And what it's going to unveil is like your creativity. And when I say creativity, I'm talking about just a creative force within you. Like when we think about children and their imaginations and how free and wild and uninhibited, limitless they are, like in mind or in spirit. I feel like with you, this rebirth and this regeneration is really going to unlock this aspect of you. It's like that inner child is really going to come to the surface and come to light, and it's going to blend in with like that feminine spirit, that mothering, that unconditional love. It's like you're going to be able to unconditionally love yourself. You're going to be able to like really be you and get to call the shots on the type of life you want to lead. Like that's what I'm feeling with this. What's your honest truth, right? And it's like if these things, from your family line don't align with you, you're going to walk away from it. And it's like, it's like things are being illuminated for you through being present, and it's just an opportunity for you to become this like creative force, this divine feminine. So like in the next 30 days, it's really about walking away from these older. That's what Spirit's bringing in. Just this new shedding, not new shedding, but like this new version of you. This new version of you that has let go of like the things that have been programmed into you, in exchange for what will be unveiled. It's almost like you're gonna get to really know yourself, in a way, once like the masks are off, once the pre-programming's out, once you're able to love yourself unconditionally, once you're able to heal, once you get that like childlike wonder and faith back, like, and then just like a lot of self-care is coming in as well. A lot of prioritizing yourself, prioritizing self-care, realizing it's almost like going to be like a selfish season. I just heard is like, you're going to go into like a quote unquote selfish season, but it's not selfish. It's just that you need a lot of time and resources for yourself in order for this to take place. And so it's like Spirit is bringing in this opportunity for you to really absorb this it's like this feeling of like something's really going to absorb the negative emotional energy, like from like say like the wounded inner child. Like all of that is like it's going to be absorbed. It's going to be removed. But I just get the sense of it being absorbed. It's being absorbed somehow, through this process of just being present, being present. It's almost like it's like it's like that nagging child that like wants your attention and won't give up until it gets your attention. And it's like just give him the attention that he needs, and then they'll be okay. And I feel like this is what you're gonna start doing. You're gonna start giving things yourself, different aspects of of you, You're going to give it the attention that it's asking for. You're not going to shut it out, you know. And I think that this is part of the healing. This is part of the healing, you know, that you're going to really learn to hold space for yourself. Um, you know, it's like, I don't know, I just get this feeling like that for some of you guys, it's, you know, I'm just feeling this desert and this cactus and this you know, maybe many of you had mothers who, I'm just getting like a desert feeling, that were like dry or cold or prickly or rough around the edges, or weren't affirming, or you know, didn't have the same love language as you as well. For some of you, it's like a mismatch of love languages, or they were more mental or intellectual, and not very affectionate. And it's like there's these wounds that need tending to and need attention. Um, and so it's like there's a lot that's going to come out of this, but you know, it's going to be revealed down the road. It's just almost like we got a little sneak peek into it with the seven sisters, and this creativity, and you know, this joy and this inner child, and like, you know, allowing that aspect to really be healed, um, you know, in order to like really start creating things in your life, and to really be manifesting the things that you want. And you know, a lot of that is going to come in through like really healing, and like also like the divine feminine energy as well. Just that creative force, unconditional love, you know. Envy, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You know, and I'm getting this envy is also tied to this mother as well. Maybe some of you had envious mothers. I mean, you know, or where, you know, just in unsupportive environments where people were always sort of, I don't know. There's something about like mothers, and ancestors, or your lineage, or like with the feminine aspect. You know, there being envy, there being jealousy, there being things like that, and how that has really like affected. Um, just wasn't really maybe necessarily a place where a child could flourish. Um, but anyway, Spirit in the next 30 days will be bringing in an opportunity for you to heal from the past, to heal your inner child, through really to really reevaluate the things that you live by, truths that you live by, to completely, you know, upgrade you and recreate something new. And all of that is going to come through, you know, you being more mindful and present, and really tending to these wounds, that come up, you know, and just really being present. And it's like going to unlock this new creativity, in you, you know. So that is your reading, group 4. I don't know. I feel tired. I definitely feel tired. It feels like it's been a long journey, um, to get to this point, you know. But anyways, like this video if you like the video. Consider subscribing if you'd like to see more videos like this. Take care, guys. Bye.